Hello, my dear students. Welcome back. Today I am going to take up one more problem on linear programming, and we are going to find out the minimum value here, that is min z, by using the graphical method. So here is solve the following LPP by graphical method. We have min z is equal to 20x1 plus 10x2 subject to constraints x1 plus 2x2 is less than or equal to 40, then 3x1 plus x2 is greater than or equal to 30. Then we have 4x1 plus 3x2 is greater than or equal to 60, and then we have x1 x2 are greater than or equal to 0. Now as you know, the first step in solving an LPB using graphical method is we have to convert this inequality into equality, right? When we convert inequality into equality, what we are going to do, we are going to remove this less than or equal to symbol here by equal to. Here we have greater than or equal to. What we are going to do, we are going to put is equal to here. Then in this place also, which is greater than or equal to 60, we are going to put is equal to, and hence the next would be here. As I said, change the inequality into equality. So what we have here, min z is equal to 20x1, right? 20x1 plus 10x2. This is the objective function that we have here, subject to constraints. X1 plus 2x2 is equal to 40. Then we have 3x1 plus x2 is equal to 30. 4x1 plus 3x2 is equal to 60. Then x1 x2 is greater than or equal to 0. That means we have changed inequality into equality. So after this, the next step is we have to find out the value of x1 and x2 in all these three equations that are given here. So how we are going to calculate it? We are going to put here, we are going to assume this x1 as 0, then we are going to find out x2. Then we are going to assume x2 is equal to 0, we are going to find out x1, and the same procedure we are going to continue for the rest two equations also to find the values of x1 and x2. Now we have these equations here, that is first equation is 2x1 plus x2 is equal to 40, 3x1 plus x2 is equal to 30, 4x1 plus 3x2 is equal to 60, right? Now what we are going to do, now see here, we in the first equation what we see, we have x1 plus 2x2, it is it is x1, it is x1 plus x1 plus 2x2 is equal to 40, right? So what it is saying us, if x1 is equal to 0, that is this x value we have to put is equal to 0, and hence what we are going to get, we are going to get 2x2 is equal to 40, right? So if we want to find out the value of this x2, what we are going to do, x2 is equal to 40 divided by 2, right? So this we are going to remove from here. So 40 divided by 2 is equal to how much? 40 divided by 2 is equal to 20. So that is what we got here, x2 is equal to 20. Fine. Now if we put this x2 is equal to 0 in this equation, what we are going to do, we are going to put x2 is equal to 0. So whole this value 2x2 will become 0. So x1 is equal to 40, right? So here we are going to get x1 is equal to 40 and x2 is equal to 20, right? Now similarly in the equation number 2, we are going to put x1 is equal to 0. So this value we are going to put 0. 3x1 will become 0, x2 will become how much? X2 is equal to 30. Now we are going to put x2 is equal to 0, this x2 will become is equal to 0. So what we are going to get, 3x1 is equal to how much? 3x1 is equal to 30, right? 3x1 is equal to 30, and hence x1 is equal to 30 divided by 3. So 30 divided by 3 is how much? 30 divided by 3 is 10. So we are going to get 10 and 30, and here we have x1 is equal to 10 and x2 is equal to 30. In the second equation, we are going to put x1 is equal to how much? This x1 will be how much? 0, because x1 is 0. So 4x1 is equal to, it will be 0 because x1 is 0, and hence we are going to get 3x2 is equal to 60. When 3x2 is equal to 60, x2 will be how much? x2 will be 60 divided by 3, that is how much? 20, and hence we are getting this value here, x2 is equal to 20. And in x2, when we are putting x2 is equal to 0, so 3x2 will become 0. 4x2 is equal to how much? 4x2 is equal to 60, right? When 4x2 is equal to 60, x2 will be how much? x2 will be is equal to 60 divided by 4. 60 divided by 4 is how much? 60 divided by 4 is 5, and hence we are going to get x1 is equal to 50 and x2 is equal to 20. Now the next step here is we are going to plot all these values of x1 and x2 on a graph, right? So let us go for that. So let us plot all those points on x1 and x2. Let this one be x1 and let this be x2. If we look at the first equation, we have x1 40 and x2 20. So let me take x2 value 20 and x1 value is 40, and I am going to connect these 2 points. So this is the line here that I am going to connect to 20 and 40, right? And the equation here is x1 plus 2x2 is equal to 40. Now in the second equation, if we see x1 value and x2 value, x2 is 30 and x1 is 10. x2 is 30 and x1 is 10. So I am going to connect these two values here, these 2 points, and the equation for this is 3x1 plus x2 is greater than or equal to 30, right? Then we have last one, we have x2 20 and x1 we have 15, and hence we are going to connect these 2 points, that is 20 and 15, right? And the equation here is 4x1 plus 3x2 is greater than or equal to 60. Now what we are going to do, as we have plotted all these points on both x1 and x2, the next we are going to do, we are going to shade the regions here. Now if we see the first one here, this is a greater than sign here. If so, we are going to shade above the line, right? We are going to shade above the line here. Again 4x1 plus 3x2 is greater than or equal to 60. Again here we are going to shade above the line here. And if we talk about this x1 plus 2x2 is less than or equal to 40, the shading will be below this line. It will be under the line, below the line, right? So let us go for the shading first. And if we look at this one, x1 plus 2x2 less than or equal to 40, that is what I said you, we are going to shade below this line. So we are going to shade it now. Let us take this one first. This is greater than, so we are going to shade. How can we shade it? Let me take it like this, parallel to x2. So this will be like this, fine. So this is the portion that we have made the shading here. Now we have one more here, that's x1 plus 2x2 is less than or equal to 40. So this is the line here. So we are, as the sign is here less than, so what we are going to do, we are going to shade below this line, right? So let us shade below this line. Here we are going to make let us make some parallel lines here, parallel lines to x1, like this we are going to do it. So this is the shading that I have made here for x1 plus 2x2 is less than or equal to 40. Then we have one more left here. If we see, so it is a greater than sign, so we are going to shade above the line, which is this line here. It is 20 and 15. So this is the equation, 4x1 plus 3x2 is greater than or equal to this. So here above this we are going to do. So what we can do is we can make diagonal like this. The diagonal line is here like this, okay? So the shading is done here for this part also. Now if we see which is the area where we have all these 3 shadings, if we talk of this one from here, then to this, then to 15 here, then if we go like this, fine. Then starting from here, if we see this area has all the three colors. You can see here we have red color, we have black color, as well as we have yellow color. Only in this area, only in this we have this one point here, one is here, other one is here, and then we have one more here. So this area, which is, say for example, this is if we take it as A, B, C and D, so this area which is here is called as, this is called as feasible, this is called as feasible region. What is this called as? Feasible region. So what we have to do now, we have here how many points? 1, 2, 3 and 4. So we are going to find all these corner point values. Let us start it. So these are the corner points. Let us give them name. A is this point, this is B, this is C and this is D. So we are going to find min z value at point A, right? If we look at this point A, what is the value of x1? X1 is how much? X1 is 15 and x2 is how much? 0. So we are going to substitute the value of x1 is equal to how much? X1 is equal to 15 in the objective function, because x2 will be anyway 0. So we are going to find the value of min, that is min z. What we are going to do, we are going to because x1 is 15 here, x2 is 0. Now we have here min z. Here what we are going to do, here in place of x1 we are going to write down how much? 15. We are going to write down 15, right? So 15 into 20, 15 into 20 is how much? 300. That's what we are getting here, because x2 is here, x2 is 0. So we are going to get min z is equal to 300, right? So this is at point A. Now if we talk of this point, which is the point, it is point B. Here again we have x1 how much? X1 is 40 and x2 is 0. So we are going to substitute the value of x1 is equal to 40 and x2 is equal to 0 in the objective function. So now if we substitute the value of x1 is how much? X1 40 here. So this is 20 into x1. X1 is how much? X1 is 40, right? So it would be 20 into 40. 20 into 40 is how much? 20 into 40 is 800, right? But if we talk of this part, that is x2 we have how much here? We have 0, and hence this whole part will be 0, and we are going to get min z is equal to how much? 800. So this is at point B. Now we had to find out C and D, where we are going to find out the values of x1 and x2. Now when we talk of this x1 and x2 here, what we can do, we can draw a perpendicular line, one perpendicular line from point C, from point C to x1 and from point C to x2, and then we can find the value of x1 and x2 if we are using graph sheet. Here again from point D we are going to draw one perpendicular to x1, one perpendicular to x2, and then we are going to find the value of x1 and x2. Now here what we are going to do, we are going to see at this point C which are the two lines which are intersecting. Now if we see here at this point C, this equation, that is x1 plus 2x2 less than 40, and this equation which is that 3x1 plus x2 is greater than or equal to 30, these two are intersecting at point C. So we are going to take these two equations. Now these are the two equations that we have. What we are going to do, we are going to see like which equation, like we have here x1 plus 2x2, then we have 3x1 plus 2x2. What we are going to do, to this equation first we are going to multiply it by 3, right? So what we are going to do, we are going to multiply it by 3. So how much we are going to get here? Let us take the same, we'll copy it again. So we are going to get here, it is 3x1 plus 6x2 plus 120. Fine, this is what we are going to get. Now after that what we are going to do, we are going to place negative sign here, then negative sign here, and then negative sign here. So these two will get cancelled, 3x1 plus and 3x1 minus. So we are going to get from here 6x2 minus x2 is how much? It will be 5x2, right? And then we have 120 minus 30 is how much? It is 90. Here this is like these two get cancelled, 3x1 and 3x1 both get cancelled, plus this 6x2, and here it is minus 6x2 minus 1x2 is how much? 5x2, 120 minus 30 is how much? It is 90. Then we are going to write down here x2 is equal to what? X2 is equal to 90 by 5. So this is what we are going to get. X2 is equal to 90 divided by 5. So 90 divided by 5 is how much? It is 18. So we are going to get x2 how much? X2 we are going to get 18. Fine. Now if we put the value of x2, if we put the value of this, x2 is equal to how much? X2 is equal to 18 in the first equation, that is x1 plus 2x2 is equal to 40. There we can get the value of x1, right? Let us take the first equation. This is the first equation. Here instead of this x2, how much we are going to write? We are going to write down 18, right? So it will be how much? It will be how much? It is x1 is equal to 18 into 2 is how much? 18 into 2 is it is 36, right? It is 36. We are going to write down 36 here. So x1 is equal to 36, x1 plus 36 is equal to 40. Then x1 is equal to how much? It will be 40 minus 36, right? And hence x1 will be how much? X1 would be how much? 40 minus 36 is how much? It is 4. Right, so we have got the both values here. X1 is equal to 4 and we have then x2 is equal to 18. So we are going to take the same values. X1 is equal to 4 and x2 is equal to 18 in the corner points and find the value of mean z. Now what we are going to do, we have here at point C. At point C, x1 is 4 and x2 is how much? X2 is 18. Right, now here we have 20 into x1 is how much? X1 is 4, right? X1 is 4 plus we have 10 into x2. We have 10 into x2. X2 is how much? X2 is 18, right? X2 is 18. So how much it would be now? It would be 20 into 4 is how much? It is 80 plus 80 plus, then we have 10 into 18 is how much? It is 180. Fine. Now 180 plus 80 is how much? It is how much? It is 260. So it is 260. So that is what we have jotted down here. It's 260 because x1 value is how much? X1 value is 4 and x2 value is how much? X2 value is 18. When we multiply, we are getting 260. Now we have to find the value of x1 and x2 at corner point D, right? Let us go for that. Now if you see at this point, D point, which are the two lines which are intersecting? One is 3x1 plus 3x1 plus x2 is greater than or equal to 30 and the other one is 4x1 plus 3x2 is greater than or equal to 60. So these two lines are intersecting at point D. So we are going to take these two equations. Now here what we can do, we have 3x1 plus x2 is equal to 30, 4x1 plus 3x2 is equal to 60. So better we do here, we multiply this equation with 3, right? We are going to multiply the equation number 1 with 3. Once we do that, how much we are going to get? We are going to get a 9x1 plus 3x2 is equal to 90, right? This is what we are going to get here. So after that what we can do, we are going to put negative sign here, then negative sign here and negative sign here. So by this we are going to cancel these two parts. So we are going to get here how much now? 9x1 minus 4x1 is how much? It is 5x1. Then 90 minus 60 is how much? It is 30, right? So this is what we are going to get. 9x minus 4x1 is 5x1. This will get cancelled and we have here 90 minus 60 is how much? 30. Now if we talk about x1, how much we will get the value of x1? X1 we are going to get this 30 divided by 5. So when we see 30 divided by 5 is how much? It is x1 is equal to, x1 will be 6, right? So here we got x1 is equal to 6. Now after this what we are going to do, we are going to substitute the value of x1 is equal to 6 in equation number 1, right? So we are going to get the value of x2 there. So let us substitute it there. Now this is the equation here. Instead of x1 we are going to substitute by 6, right? So we are going to get 3 into 6 plus x2 is equal to 30. 3 into 6 how much? It is 18 plus this x2 is equal to is equal to how much? Is equal to 30, right? And x2 would be how much? X2 we are going to get x2 x2 is equal to 30 minus 18. So 30 minus 18 is how much? It is 12. So we are going to get here x2 value how much? It is 12. So x1 is 6 and x2 is 12. So we got both the values now here at point D. X1 is 6 and x2 is 12. Let us take these values there. Now here at point D we have x1 6 and x2 is 12. Now when we substitute the value of x1, how much? X1 we are going to substitute here. How much is the x1 value? X1 value is 6 and we have x2 here. X2 is how much? Here we are going to write down x2 is equal to 12, right? So 20 into 20 20 into 6 and then we have here 12 into 10, right? 12 into 10. This 6 into 20 is how much? It is 120. Fine. 120 plus 120 is how much? 120 plus 120 is equal to 240. So we are going to get the 240 value here, right? So 240 value is here now. Now if we look at our objective function, the objective function is minimization of it is the objective function is minimization function. So what we are going to do, we are going to find the minimum value of all these four values. The minimum value is how much? The minimum value is here 240. So we say x1 should be how much? X1 should be 6 and x2 should be how much? 12, right? Now in case if we talk about the cost minimization case, for cost minimization case, if a company wants to have, if they have two products, product x1 and product x2, if they want to minimize the cost, what they have to do, they have to produce 6 units of x1 product and 12 units of x2 product in order to reduce the cost, in order to have the minimum cost of how much? 240 rupees, right? Thank you so much for watching this video.